Alright, guys, I'm going to share with you all quite possibly my biggest toxic trait. So, I feel like I for sure made videos about this before. Like I've talked about. Okay, let's preface. Let me give you guys a preface. So, like when I was in college, I was obsessed with dating apps. Hear me out. I wasn't obsessed with dating people on dating apps. I was just obsessed with being on dating apps. And so every time a dating app would come out, I would like, let me join, let me see let me sign up, let me see. So at one point I had like 7 different dating apps on there. And yes, I'm still single. And this is why we're gonna get into why this is a toxic trait. So I pretty much see dating apps as something like fun to do when I'm bored. And I'm not gonna say I'm like messing with people's feelings because I'm very like honestly. But I think like I have trouble taking dating apps seriously because it just seems like it's really hard. And I've said this before, it's really hard to like truly like people. I feel like from just like a dating app, like I feel like I would prefer to meet someone in person than on a dating app. But anyways, when I was younger, I was really obsessed with dating apps, would like download them. And the thing was, it's like it's fun, it's entertaining, it passes the time, but nothing meaningful ever came out of them. And so I feel like I have this really bad habit of like, if I'm bored, I want to download a dating app just to like see. And I feel like it is a sense of like curiosity, like, oh, maybe this time it'll be different. Maybe this time I'll meet someone. But then it just ends up being like a big waste of time. So that's why I've mentioned so much like I use dating apps, but then I'm quick to delete them. Like it like is fun for like maybe like a week, and then I'm like, okay, this was a waste of my time. And it's hard to take them seriously. And I don't think dating apps are inherently bad. I think a lot of people actually do meet like their spouses on dating apps. Online dating is actually way more popular now than it was when I was first using them. So I don't think like there's anything inherently wrong with dating apps, but for me, it's hard for me to take them seriously. So my toxic trait is that I will download a dating app and then entertain the like people on the dating app for like a couple of days, and I'm like, okay, this is not like worth my time. And then I feel bad. Well, I don't necessarily feel bad because at the end of the day, it's like everyone on a dating app doesn't have the best intentions. It's like some people are actually there looking for things, but I just hate small talk. That's the one thing about it. So let me tell y'all something. I have a I I had a really good idea for a dating app back in 2020, and me and my friend were like actively trying to work on building this app because it was a really good idea. And everyone I told it to was like, oh, this sounds like great. Like, this sounds like a dating app I'd actually use. Because I feel like a lot of the problems that I saw as someone who used to like be on all the dating apps was just like there you have like way too many matches, not enough people actually talking, people aren't on at the same time, like they're not really interactive, you're not really getting to know people, stuff like that. So I basically had created an app where it was just like more geared for people who have like actually want a relationship basically and aren't just like trying to hook up with random people on the internet. But anyways, me and my friend had been working on it. We had a name. I had actually like we got to the point where we actually were pitching to investors, angel investors. So it was like a serious thing. And I'm not saying like it couldn't still happen, but basically this was back in 2020. I was bored. I didn't have a job, so I was like, you know what? This app sounds like it would be a good idea. And I still think it would be, but I don't know if I'm the right person to make it happen. But I just feel like dating apps can be so draining and overwhelming for me to be on. And it's just like, it's hard for me to try to entertain multiple people at once, which I feel like you're kind of forced to do on a dating app where, you know, you're just getting a bunch of matches, a lot of people are messaging you, and then you're trying to like respond to a lot of people. But also, like, I find small talk so draining. Like, hey, how are you? How was your day? Like, I don't know. I'm just like, skip all the small talk. Like, what do you want? What are you looking for? Whatever. But I also just think in general, it's like a lot of people aren't really going to be super honest on dating apps. I don't know. I just think it's like, for me personally, it is hard for me to take them seriously, but I still sometimes feel like, oh well, maybe I should like put myself out there. But then I like, it's like I'm so wishy-washy with it. I go back and forth. So anyways, I was saying this because I think for a lot of women, it's like dating apps are not, or they're just not fun. And I think for a lot of men, they aren't fun either. It's just like too many people playing games or like don't want to be serious. I don't know. Oh, sorry. Okay. Sorry. I just like, I have a personality that's very like, I am a bubbly person, I would say. I am generally happy most of the time. And I am a more positive person, so I do try to see the best in people. But some people are not those things. And some people are very negative and draining. Um, and I don't know. Anyways, let me get back on topic. So I feel like I really just don't know how to. I don't know. I'm not good with dating apps. I'm really not. Like, I'm not good at. It's like I lose interest so quickly because it's just like, is this person really like someone I could see myself with? Am I just forcing myself? Like, do I overthink things a lot? Yes, but at the same time, it's just like, because I know it's so hard for me to like someone, it would take like a lot for me to like someone from um on a dating app. So then I just feel like I'm wasting my time and other people's times by even being on there, which I've said in like previous videos. And I just go like back and forth with feeling like, oh, I should be on them, or no, I should just get off of them. And like I said, the pattern is really like, I'm bored, let me see what's out there. And then I get on it and I'm like, actually I'm okay, like, and then I delete it. And I'm like, a couple months later, oh yeah, let's see, I forgot I had this app. So I feel like that's kind of how it's been going for me. But anyways, I just think like it can be overwhelming too. Like I said, personally, I don't like having trying to hold conversations with multiple people. I don't know. It's just draining. I really don't want to have to do all this in general. So, yeah. And I feel like it's hard for me to meet people. The other thing I was going to say, I don't really meet a lot of people in real life. One, because I pretty much stay home. And when I do leave the house, I'm not like, I don't know, I'm not going out. I don't go to clubs. I don't go to bars. Um, I'm not a partier. And I wouldn't want to meet someone at those types of things anyways. It's like, yes, I'm in my church group. I have a church group. But I also am like, I'm not in my church group because I'm trying to meet someone. And most of the men that are in my group are either way too young, already in relationships, or just like not someone I would see myself dating. So it's just like, there's not really a lot of options for me at the present. And that's okay. Like, the it's not the end of the world, but it really is so hard for me to like actually interact with people on dating apps. I did want to show people my profile though, because I remember someone saying I must be doing something, so I must my I don't know. It was back when I made a video that I guess got on the wrong side of the internet, and that turned into a whole thing. I really did need to update my profile picture. I still have that I work with autistic kids, but that's not really true anymore. But anyways, my profile, for those who are wondering, is very simple. I'm trying to make sure there's not any like real information on there I don't really want to share. Me and my sister, that's the first one. The second one is me like in the city. This is an older picture, but most of them are from this year. That's like the beginning of this year. And then this picture, I honestly think I probably updated my profile when earlier this year, and then haven't really fixed any pictures because most of these are from like the beginning of this year. Have I taken other pictures since then? Yes, but like I said, I'm not really actively on the dating apps where I'm like, let me update my profile constantly. Anyways, like my profile is pretty basic, pretty average. I'm not really, I don't know. I'm pretty simple. So yeah, I just don't know what, I guess I don't really know how to feel about, I'm very wishy-washy when it comes to dating apps. Like sometimes I'm like, oh, I should try, and then I'm like, actually, maybe not, better not. But then I'm always like, well, maybe there's a possibility, a slight possibility. I'm not meeting anyone in real life, but also, am I ready to date? I feel like that's the biggest thing. So the reason it's my toxic trait is because I feel like I get on dating apps not really having an intention to date anyone. That is kind of like not good because, like I said, then I feel bad and then I like delete apps. But it's not like I'm not like leading people on though. It's not like I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go on a date with you and then like ghost or anything like that. Like it's never honestly gotten that far. And I feel like it's like if neither person using a dating app is consistent or actively trying to like hold conversations, you're only gonna get so far. And I feel like I'm more comfortable with people that I met in real life than like meeting people online. So there's that. Anyways, I just wanted to share that, my experience with you guys, and why I feel like dating apps aren't like the best option to me personally, but to those that it does work for, more power to you. I feel like I really struggle using dating apps and meeting people off dating apps. Like, I don't know why. It's just like it's not for me personally. So yeah,